As they get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run it here with Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Oh, yeah. I want to be somebody. Can't tell me that somebody.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Ooh, it's hot to the bottom. Anybody shooting or 2K?
7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a ball and has such a great arm,
you know we got to finish our series, sir.
It's got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all.
Oh, it is? I don't think so. We have game.
First and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This is the tight end fan. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be taken down.
What did you say, King? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
17-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that.
What you mean? Remember when it desynced all the games we reset? We got like 3 games, remember?
When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
We got 3 games. What you mean?
So from the 17,
no. Go.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon.
What? Yeah. Gene Rain.
2nd and 2.
Well, I think
that's I got the Stern. Anything that involves Stern, Vegeta, or Darth Vader is mine.
Way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Also the Bumblebee.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Now a handoff. This is.
Look at these games. Get the Celtics dodging. Oh, we got 2 games, man.
Into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Oh, yeah, we got 3 games, sir.
Points up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
No. You know they desynced. We didn't even get to play them all.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jackson and the Ravens.
You screen sharing?
Now 1st and 10 at the 20.
No. I know you screen sharing. Oh, you streaming on YouTube. Jaren's streaming on YouTube.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, no.
And this is
Oh!
boy. Big play early, but he could not secure it. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports.
What play is this?
So-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy. There's whispers that one or two guys kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get
that's the one I use. That's the Bumblebee. That's Bumblebee 2.0 right there.
And make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also
I haven't been on the game, but that's Bumblebee 2.0.
I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look,
no, he ain't catching it.
Team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away.
He got to set his feet.
Handler deep for the Broncos. Almost out-kicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
Hey, so why you got one play that doesn't have any art on it?
The Broncos onto the field.
No, I'm talking about cute. I'm talking about cute. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to get 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
I see how you pressing through these plays pretty quick, King.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I just got my first franchise game in, so I'm looking for plays.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week.
We just know where the playbook at, huh?
It was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses.
Ooh, this
and the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back.
And there it is. That's the one. This is the one. This is the one. I'm going to have to rewind. I got my camcorder out.
Here on 4th down.
It's yep, there it is. Yep, there it is. He did it. He did get it.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Can I record the last?
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Let me clip this.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Mike Purcell. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Jackson now off the bootleg. Dancing to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
after one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Keem, are you using New Orleans playbook? You using New Orleans playbook?
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's checked out. Powering through at the 35. And he's got this down to the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Gordon on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage.
Oh, is it depending on the person that you're playing?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well,
it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back and reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Where you
It's
run?
going to be caught by Judy. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throw to the right here to Gordon. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Bro, get...
And McManus able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Raven offense set up the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson to throw. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Herbert off of play action. And incomplete on the deep ball. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10.
This motherfucker can't pass the damn ball.
After that 1st down play, so they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Bro.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. Will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Is that Andrew Bynum? Nigga, he look like Andrew Bynum.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
What the fuck is Austin Rivers in?
Here's a give to Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs. And
He did not block that.
On that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another run here with Dobbins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now they struggled to get around in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
All right, y'all. I'm about to go watch Titan real quick.
First play of the drive goes.
I'm off tomorrow, Stuart. I'll be able to play.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Jackson on first down. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Mike Purcell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, you bastard.
The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3.
Y'all like change some settings or something? Yeah.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson connects with Duvernay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Jackson to throw. Open man is Duvernay. A gain of 6 there on first. Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. He's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But it didn't. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, no, he lost the football.
There he goes, right side. The 20. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. KJ Hamler returning it. Well, now how about this return? Taking it right down Broadway. He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will.
You're welcome.
That play backfires in a big way.
You're welcome.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Sure do.
Not do much at this point, partner. This one is
In arenas, I use what's her name now? Ray.
What has happened during the game in this sequence?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, I'd
rather do arenas, honestly.
The entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as
it's like
an interception. Good way for
like
them
a 1-2 version.
To Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Judy. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just
I like that skin you got on that bitch. Where you get that from?